Want to build an awesome tower in Valheim, and you want to build it somewhat round in the mountains? Well, today's video will show you how. Stay tuned, subscribe, smash that like button, and we'll see you soon. Look at that mess. Ah, yes, building an underground base in Valheim. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Valheim. Today, I'm going to go up into the mountains and show you a really cool tower base that we can build in the game. We've discovered this long ago, and today is the day we're finally going to do it. Good to see you all back. We're going to load up the cart here with a ton of wood and get going up into the mountains. But first, I got to find this tower, so we're going to jump up to the top of the mountain and see if we can find exactly where this tower is, and then show you how to build something cool on top of it. Technically, it'll be an underground base, as this tower only has the base completed underground, but there are many options in this game for an underground base, including, of course, building into the side of a mountain or a hill and underneath a giant boulder to make a subterranean base. We'll be taking a lot of tours of our community's bases here very soon, too, so if you want to jump on our Discord and show us something cool that you built so we can all share ideas, it is definitely beautiful to see an opportunity of all sorts of different open ideas and exchanges and all sorts of different things. So good to have you here again, and welcome back, everyone, to Valheim. It's good to have everybody subbing and turning on the notification bell and all that stuff. So thank you, and welcome aboard. We're going to go over this way here, as there's been some wolves in the area, and recently somebody got killed coming up here with a cart trying to do the same, so I figured I'd try to do it myself. Ooh, big leg spike there. And there's our wolves. Oh, and it's actually taking some damage. Get wrecked. Must have been fighting a wraith or something like that, or one of my friends from before. Alright, well, we're going to go up here. Now, we've got other people on our server making all sorts of different things, including farms and also an island base and a lock system, too, in the game by using giant gates to control water, and also terraforming and walls in order to build things along that line. Wow, great. Now we've got ourselves a wraith. Wow, they do not want me coming up here. Get wrecked. There we go. Anyway, we're going to ignore the combat for now. You can see we've gone up here many times. We actually have a house up at the top, and we've also marked the location of where exactly our little base is that we want to build. So once we get up here, for us and our server, which is 8675309, very close to this base, we discovered something amazing, which is this little tower here. So technically, this base is underground, and we can actually go into this and build a tower on top of it. And we've been meaning to do this for a very long time. We've discovered this long ago, and technically wanted to build something here. But it's a nice little storage area, is it not? For a technically decent underground base. Sir, could you... Oh, what a troll. Let's see, let's get him. Sir, you're being rude. What a troublemaker. Anyway, we're going to go back down and grab the cart, bring all these materials up here, and then eventually put them into a... oh, hello. We're going to put them into some boxes and start constructing. Now, this Draugr Fang is the name of this weapon, if you're wondering. And, of course, there are other videos on the channel on how to obtain all this... Rude. How to obtain all the equipment and where to build stuff. So, again, if you're new here or if you haven't already, make sure you check out all the other tutorial guides. Alright, I think I have some wood on me to make some storage boxes to get us started, so I guess what we could do... Oh, I don't have any wood on me, darn. Alright, I'll run back to the cart, grab some stuff, bring the cart up here, and put the boxes into storage. Should be a good time. And let's get started with building a base in Valheim. Here we go. This is a pain. So many things to bring up here. Oh my goodness. So we're going to have to bring up the cart a couple of times, probably half full, just so we can actually manage to get up this territory. With all this stamina, it's still very difficult to get up the mountainside. So keep in mind that a lot of the materials can be gained on site, of course, but we'll be cutting down trees forever. So probably a lot easier, at least, to truck it out with the cart than it is to just cut down a bunch of trees again if you've already got them gathered. Alright, we're almost to our house, then we'll go left to the tower. If I can actually get up here, we'll see. Oh, I think we can. I think we can. We can do it. Let's go. Oh boy. Alright, let's regain some of that stamina. Let's get a stamina booster. There we go. Turbo! That's it. Nice. If not, we can always use our pickaxe, but pretty easy to find a way around. There we go. Alright, let's get everything up here, and we'll start building. Nothing can stop us. Oh, except for that. Hello. Oh boy. Sir, don't you attack my cart. Sir, don't. Okay, now you have to die. Sir? What are you doing? No, 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 no. Bring a friend. Okay, it's almost dark, but I've basically taken 3 trips now of stone, iron, a little bit of iron, stone, iron, and wood, and trying to get some core wood. I guess we need to maybe go to cut down some of these bigger trees. But anyway, I've loaded everything up here. Got a couple of the chests full here now of wood and a little bit of stone and some more stone stored back here. It's probably not enough to do too much out of stone, but there is definitely a good stack here. But lots and lots of wood and pesky wolves that keep attacking too. But anyway, again, bring a friend. So what I've done here is I've actually put a workbench down below inside the tower, and we'll take a look at what that looks like too. I think we need some stone for that as well. And we're going to go ahead and put a workbench down here. Let's take about a half stack. That should be fine. And I need to eat again too. There we go. Not too hard to transport stuff up here with the stamina potions, so make sure you bring those. And I restocked on food so we can build everything, and now we have ourselves a tower all to ourselves. Good. Good. Let's go ahead and put down our stone cutter as well so we can work around this area. And then eventually what we'll do is we'll probably make floors to this building and see how we can round it up a little bit. You can see how the developers made these types of towers round like this, so that way they spawn. Unfortunately, our little stairwell is kind of over this direction, but we can always change that by redesigning it on our side, although the stairs are here. So it might be a good idea to design something so we can walk around the inside. But anyway, it's almost nighttime. I want to start on a fresh new day, so let's go to our little house over here, get some shut-eye. There was also some materials inside the house too, so I was able to find some wood stacked up. No core wood or anything, but we'll have to get some more of that when we go to do some detailing. But let's take a little nap. Oh, what a beautiful morning. How lovely. Well, the sun is about to come up, and now we have to build in a blizzard, so bear with me as we begin construction now on our tower in Valheim. So we got our chest fully loaded with booty, and we should be able to start building something. I'd like to build more like a wooden tower, because I think stone would just look too stone here, unless we have a giant castle, but this is a cool spot to make a castle indeed. So I'm going to start on the inside, so we can make this legitimately a underground base. So we'll basically make ourselves a base all the way in the bottom up to here, and then everything from here on up will be a tower, of course. Let's go ahead and get cracking. Let's see, we need oh, I bought all the iron up here. I don't need to do whatever, it's fine. Let's see, we'll go ahead and put some wood in here. We have a little bit more stone left too, so we can make ourselves a few entrances to get up here. Now I think what we're going to want to do is also get a hoe towards the end in order to flatten things out a little bit, so we can make a walkway around there. It should actually make ourselves a nice little pathway around here this way. Yep, if we flatten it all out, of course. Oop. There we go. Big quick save from the game. Big quick save. Let's see if we can actually level the terrain up here. There we go. So one thing we definitely want to do is level the area around the tower, so that way we can fortify it as well. So that way we can not only have the tower be fortified, but maybe perhaps put a wall around it or some sort of a storage area around it, so that way it's not just the tower. And of course you want to have a badass entrance up to the tower too. Now I think the snow will eventually refill this area. If not, we can always use the cultivator, which interestingly enough will replace the snow, I believe. There we go. Alright, well that extends our land around the stairs, so it's not as perilous to get to. Okay, well that's easy step 1 complete. Nice little construction area ready to go. Now let's work on the inside of the tower. First of all, we have a nice little area here to enter the tower. Ooh, well, there goes the blizzard and a beautiful morning. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think we should at least go with a wooden door here and a wooden interior around the tower too. So it looks like this might be the perfect place to build an indent like this. Ah, yes, perfect. And then we can put some banisters or a frame there to stop us from going down. But basically, we're just going to build a wood tower all the way around the top. That's a nice mix of materials, by the way. Unfortunately, wood is the only thing we can use for wood for now. And by that, I mean you can't use core wood or fine wood as a construction material for walls. It has to be used as kind of an intricate piece of construction on furniture and such. Okay, will this be enough to... oh boy, I hope this is high enough for us. It's going to be real cramped in here, unfortunately. The ideal, from what we have come up with, is it seems to be about these types of floors are about the best. About a wall and a half high to really give you a lot of breathing space. But this kind of gives us a little more cramped construction underground. But this will mostly be used for probably storage and whatnot. So that kind of gives you an idea of what kind of space we'll be working with here. And these floors look nice. Look at that. Really cool. The snow actually stays on things that you construct too. So if you build a roof, it'll soon be covered in snow in this biome. Really neat stuff. Alright, let's get to it. Now we'll try to make the round tower as much as possible. This is actually our first round build. We'll have to kind of go with it and see what it's like. But of course, Uthris has some incredible builds, as well as some of our community on the Discord. So if you haven't yet seen Uthris's build, a very talented YouTuber, which I'm sure you haven't yet watched, make sure you check that out. There's tons that you're missing out on. Good ideas and plenty to share. Alright, we can always fill in gaps and such like this with pillars and other things, so it won't look too awkward. And it looks like we have an easy way to get down here, so we are good. We'll have to get some more resin from cutting down more trees. I think I have a little bit in storage, but that's essentially what we have for storage so far. Lots of limited space underground, but we can always expand the base underground too. Since we have the stone cutter down here, what we could do is take out some of the bricks and start expanding that way. A little cramped, I'd admit, but we can also put a wall up here too and make it even higher. Might be a good idea, huh? Let's see. Little experimentation, not too bad. And any broken bricks we can always replace, not a problem. Let's go ahead and add one of those there. There we go. Alright, we'll fix those bricks then, and we'll see what we come up with. Let's build up to here then. Just doing a little experimentation to see what works, what we like, what we don't. This wall is certainly high enough, and that's a much better feeling here for a basement to our tower. We'll add back all these bricks and stuff to make it look a little more secure. Good, very good. And we'll be able to fill in all the space a little bit more effectively. Okay, let's add on to some of these walls here. I think the easiest way to do that will be from up here. Much better looking. Alright, let's get the floor down. We'll finish the basement construction of the base, and then we'll start working on the top. I'll replace anything that we broke and see if we can make it look nice here. Detailing is going to be key, so let's make sure we make it look good. And especially get some more core wood too. That'll look really good up here, especially since there's plenty of fir trees. Alright, it took a bit, but the floors are somewhat done. With edging to be added, these will look a little bit better when we add some support beams, railings, and a few other things to kind of hide the jagged edges towards the bottom of the tower. We'll have to see if we can also make a heat source down here, although of course fire means that there needs to be an exhaust system, and of course we could try to figure a way out of that situation soon. But at least the basic floors are done. Now some detailing to hide some things and add a wall around here, including adding a second floor, will be imperative. We might do a stone first floor level and then add a wood top to this very soon. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Well, it took a little longer than I wanted, and a few blocks need to be scooted over here and there, but for the most part, this will be alright. When this is made of wood, too, we should be able to remove some of these pieces, and I just wanted to try to hide the floor as much as possible. As you can see, yeah, we're going to try to hide a little bit of that underneath the bricks, and make the first floor here completely wooden, and also hidden, too, as all these imperfections aren't really a big deal at this moment with the limited blocks. But the second floor and third floor looking a little better, especially since you can't see them, I guess. Alright, let's wait till day. We'll come back and do some more construction during the daylight. Let's go. Well, so far so good with a few minor additions to things. It'll turn out quite good here in just a moment. Soon. Right, so the base tower is looking pretty good. The floors, minor detailing and fixes at the end will fix anything that's going wrong or doesn't look right or could be upgraded. But now, I think it's time we start working on the tower itself above, and then we'll come back down here and add additional things based on our design above it. Looks pretty good so far, and I like it. Oh man, another new day. Alright, I've done some detailing on the outside, including adding some torches, and that's interesting because when we go down to the first floor, or rather the basement floor, it actually provides lighting down here with no problem whatsoever for smoke ventilation, so that's really cool. So now we have a ton of space that we can use for storing weapons and putting crates in without having to have it take up valuable, at least space on the floor. We can still build sconces, which is alright. I brought up some more copper and other things that we might need. The start of a new day, windows being installed, everything in construction. I think we'll probably end up maybe making 3 floors on this one, with this being our main floor. Of course, the basement has the floor beneath this and also the very bottom floor, so we could put a floor here and then 2 more on top, to create a really cool tower. I think we're almost there. Just a little bit more time, and I think we've got it. Lots of materials used on this one, but nothing that's hard to obtain, although it is hard to perfect the walls. But hey, the game's not perfect, and neither does your design, nor does my design. It'll just have to kind of work, you know? Speaking of which, we're going to make it work by putting support beams here, and then bringing them up underneath the underneath the thing. It seems to save every single time I try to, like, show off what I'm doing next. It always likes to save, doesn't it? Alright, well, we're going to try to put some support beams here. If they go up through the floor, good, because we'll have the beams go all the way up to the very top here, and we'll have some support beams, probably in kind of like a triangular pattern, maybe one here, and so that way it'll support the floors above. One to support the stairwells. Maybe we can put it here. One to support the platform, and another one to support the other side of the stairs that'll go up on this side. So the stairs will continue to go around the outsides of the wall, and or in this one, I guess, just lead to the center of the floor, such as this one did, just like this. So it'll almost be a reverse design up top. And we're also installing windows too. You can see the doors that I put there. Eventually what I can do is frame these up real nice and make them look like windows. They're not actually that tall. They are as tall as the character, but not too much taller than that. So it's a perfect fit for maybe framing a window or something. And in order to do that, all you've really got to do is just basically add some wood to the outside of it and really kind of hide the fact that it is a door, which you can easily do by just decorating things like this and making it smaller if you'd like to. And it's a perfect little trick to try to make it a little bigger. I still have to bring up some core wood, or rather bring it over here, so it makes the window look a lot smaller instead of it being a door. Pretty cool, huh? I do like myself some towers that are part wood and part stone. It really makes things look a little different. Alright, let's continue on and do what we plan to do here in Valheim. Holy crap, are things getting tedious. I've had to bring so much materials back and forth. I'm about ready to give you a tour, but I wanted to finish off a balcony that I thought would be a good idea up at the top here, as I kind of redesigned how the door will look, and should look pretty good. You can always do whatever you'd like at the top of your balconies or of your buildings and stuff too. I like to just build a little balcony on any sort of tower that I build, watchtowers or walls or whatnot. Always a good idea to try to build something like that. A little bit of a pain in the neck to get it right, but, you know, it's not supposed to be perfect or anything. It's just supposed to look good. And, of course, there's, you know, even though this is kind of a guide on how to do things for building a tower, you can always just kind of build whatever you want in your own style over time. You know what? Actually, I got an idea here. Let's go ahead and do a little crossover. We've had to do some overhang here, as you can see some of the stuff below. I think maybe this will look good doing something like this, and we'll kind of have a little overhang. Let's see how this turns out. Maybe not. Okay, that looks a little better. We'll have a gap here, so let's go ahead and change that. And we'll add something here to fix it up a little bit. I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of hate it. What I do like in this game is that it's not perfect, so everything kind of just seems a little off, and that's totally fine. So as you can see, some of the banisters are hanging over the corners, so maybe I'll tidy that up. But I just wanted to show off what I've done so far. A lot of tedious work now. Wolves actually sneaking into my tower while I'm constructing it, and trying to do some edging here. As you can see, I gotta go to the corner of the stairs, but it works. And we've added a hell of a lot of sconces now and extra torches so I can see inside at night. So some of the iron, and I brought up some copper here too, quite a bit of copper. Actually, I thought I would do a little bit more with the copper than just make that, but it's looking good. Interior is looking nice. So now we're ready to install furniture and stuff everywhere below. So we've got all this space here on the bottom for like a keep of supplies. I'll get some reinforced boxes made with the extra iron that I have, so we can craft that here. And then we're going to probably put a house at the very top. I can put like a quarters at the very top of these stairs. I like this game for being approximate. You don't, even though this is a guide on, again, or tips on how to do it, there's always little things that you can maneuver. Like, for example, there'll be little spaces and such in the corners, but we'll fill that in with, and things are off a little bit just to try to match things around them. It's okay. That's Valheim. We'll throw a roof on this bad boy and fill it up with furniture and see how it looks. I went through a storm earlier, too, and that was quite cool. So now I got to start getting into using the rest of that stone and stuff down there. And that's pretty much the rest of the wood that I have left, aside from whatever was in the boxes. So got to go get some fine wood. Got to go get some more wood, core wood, and we'll see if we can go back to the village and get the rest of that stuff, too. Seems to be easier to just run back and forth, so we better do it. Gotta go this way. So, let's make a run. Here we go. Damn, before I run down there, though, the entrance is looking mighty fine. We're definitely going to fix up that balcony, but I just wanted to show some progress before I forgot. I got real into decorating and stuff, and alright, we got to grab some core wood. I just cut down that tree, too, by the way, ran back real quick, and just to see if we could cut down that pine tree, I should say. No core wood in the mountains at all. It seems to all be within the dark forest, which is weird because, of course, when we build houses here, or rather, when you find houses here, they're kind of like Lincoln cabins or whatnot, so we'll fix this house up, too, and it'll look really cool. It'll be like a visitor center to the tower. All right, let's get back down there. Well, a few more things to do until we're done here, including dealing with this jerk. Sir, could you... Oh, wow. Oh, fight the dwarf. Do it. Do it. Yeah, get him, buddy. All right, hold on. Let me just take care of some business. There we go. Nice. There's another one over there. Gotta get to this tower. Oh, there's a blizzard. Alright, I have enough materials now to make a throne and a bed and some other stuff out of fine wood. And also some core wood for decoration. Ooh, geez, this is going to be tough to get out of here. Luckily, we had a lot of this stuff in storage around the village and some of the other areas we've been working on. I'm also going to build a... Well, you'd think I'd be able to see the tower in this blizzard. Oh, boy. You'd think it'd be cool to build a road from our house, which will probably improve to actually make out of core wood. And then we're going to make... the tower out of that. Let's see, we have it marked here somewhere. Burial zone, death from before. Tower base over here. Okay. Ah, there it is. Ooh, does that look badass? Nice. Look at that. That's a good screenshot right there when it gets done. Cool. Look at that. Okay. Well, anyway. Also must have dealt with some drakes recently, too. So, we're going to do some decorations inside. And I used the hoe a little bit and actually flattened the ground out perfectly, so this is a great way to bring the cart up here eventually. So, we have some more materials here. We're using fine wood now, so luckily we got plenty of other space around, but... Oh, I also want to make some refined chests downstairs in the basement. That should be pretty cool. Alright, well, let's take a look inside. Adding some new stuff. Man, is it bright in here when you come in from outside. I feel like I should probably tone it down with those sconces. Alright, well, the first time I built one of these reinforced chests. Looks nice. We also have a chest over here, too. I want to put a roof on this thing so that way it actually, maybe it'll sound a lot quieter outside. There's a huge storm going on. I also want to put down some lovely little Locks rugs or whatnot on the second floor. We'll probably put our bed here, although this would be kind of cool as a tower as a keep, but kind of seems impossible not to do it. Alright, we got the roof ready to go. This is pretty darn good, I'd say. This looks sweet in the blizzard. I'm really happy this happened. I tried to build things as best I could. Looks good. Obviously, we're going to put a roof in the center and then try to build a circular roof as best as possible. Some things may stick out the side, but oh well. It looks pretty darn good. And it doesn't take too many materials except for an entire forest. For those of you who've been watching our live streams, you've seen us gather all those materials for the castle and the farms and stuff through cutting down tons of forests and going to the mines quite a few times. So let's head back down and put some more materials away, and let's keep on decorating. I also have one to build that bed too. Should build a throne. I think maybe we'll do that up top, actually. Hold on, before we do anything else. That's definitely something I want to do. Maybe build a throne on the roof. I don't know. It would be cool to build it here. Oh, that's much better. Yes, let's put it there. Excellent. Our good old throne. And then we should be able to build a bed somewhere, too, maybe in the basement. Or on this floor. Maybe close up the windows a little bit more. But it does seem like it's going to be a bit exposed up here. But at least it'll be warmer down here. Another great trick, too, is to, of course, build a hearth in order to kind of turn it into a fireplace. But I do believe that needs stone underneath it in order to support it. All right, let's finish this bad boy up. We're almost there, showing you more of that detailing. Not perfect, but it looks damn good. And it really, really, really is a privileged thing to be able to build one of these bad boys out of all the extra materials. It's a good feeling. Oh, this is going to be a fun nightmare. I cleaned out the basement and moved everything up here to begin working on the roof and just trying to get a feel for it. Looks like the best thing to do is go with the 45-degree angles towards the edges and then go with the 26 at the top. But we'll kind of have to figure out things here. Again, we're working with a basically long, straight wall sections and not a curve. So we're we're kind of doing things in kind of like an octagon style shape. But we'll get it eventually. Some things will overlap, but it should look okay from the top. And then everything else is empty down below to show you how much space you can get and customize yourself. We're almost there. I'm going to work through the night and finish off this bad boy. We're so close. Alright, it looks quite rough from the inside, I must say. But from the outside, it looks pretty good. And it's quite difficult to get everything perfect, especially when you're trying to build, you know, with multiple angles. But it looks really nice. We'll take a look at it from the outside in just a moment, but let's go ahead and jump up top just to see how things turned out. So I went with kind of more of a triangular roof. It's kind of more pointed here because of the balcony. And that actually looks really cool compared to it being a round tower. And this, I think, is a much better use of our materials. We also see some of the beams sticking out of the top, and if you've seen thatch structures before, a lot of the times you'll see exposed wood and support beams and such for thatch. So you can see where all the middle beams go and all the support structures on the side. As well as the thing here at the top, a vent where we could put a fire down in the center and make this thing kind of a lighthouse. We have the crafting bench there now, but nothing's really stopping us from putting some sort of a fire source in the center. In fact, all we'd have to do is, if I put down a stone slab, we could put some fire there, and then I could go ahead and support this with an iron beam or something down below. So all we'd have to do here is make a little platform, put an iron beam on it, and then I think the iron beam should be able to hold it. But regardless, we have nice ventilation and such now, so that looks good. So now we got plenty of space up here to either fill in all these beams where they're not necessarily touching the tops of the roofs, which is difficult, of course, because either our options here are 1 meter or 2 meter wooden poles, and so we have a little bit of a little bit of breathing room. But there's some. It's Valheim. There's a little bit of fantasy in it. You gotta kind of just gotta kind of believe. So on the interior, we have our throne room and such. Really good looking stuff with the windows turning out nice. I got a bit of core wood on me too, so we'll have to do some stuff out of that. I put all the iron and stuff that we had out there. I threw it in the basement, but now kind of put a few things into chests and had a little bit left over for that we put into storage. We needed to use a little bit of it, so I needed some for the stone cutter and some other stuff. So we got a little bit more storage down here. Now, it's not going to be complete as to everything we can put down here, but it does look a little bit better than what we had before. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can craft a bed. Looks like we're missing some of the things around here to craft a bed, but I did bring the supplies up here. So we can make a bed down here and a couple of chests, and then on the second floor, we could have some crafting stations, repair and storage. And then up here, just a grand entrance for our guests and maybe other boxes to, trade and do business with everybody else. And then, of course, our throne room, and then something to look out and possibly signal to the others with fire or whatnot. And we can look over the whole damn valley from here. Pretty damn amazing. All right, let's take a little tour of our tower with the fly camera. All right, so here is the round tower. Damn, does that look amazing. I made an awful mess down there, too, with all the roof pieces I kept breaking. And wow, oh, wait, wait, I think one of the wolves destroyed one of the wood stacks that I put down there, too. I brought a little bit more wood up. The wolves must have attacked it. Oh, and they've also attacked my damn bricks. All right, we'll have to repair those. But anyway, regardless, all that roof making has made all the stuff fall down, but it looks quite good, I must say. It's not a round tower, but it's a roundish tower. It's good enough. Really looks horrible. But a little finicking with the roof will probably perfect it a little bit, breaking pieces like that. Pretty good. It's a little dangerous and time-consuming to do. You don't want to fall off the top of the roof, but if you don't look at it, it'll look great. Honestly, that's what I was told at prom. Oh, wait. Okay. Anyway, so this all looks really nice. Damn, does that look amazing. So there's many more levels that we can add to this, more decorations and such. I wanted to do a little crash course on what it would take to do this. And with it being done once by myself, there's still a few little areas that I could add stuff. This is going to all be hidden and improved upon. And there's much more time to be spent in Valheim. Of course, with 150 plus hours, we have all the materials and the manpower to do it. Just throw down some more pieces to hide things that might be unpleasant and try your best to make things work. Overall, it's pretty darn good, and you're really not going to notice a lot of this stuff from the outside. Plus, it adds charm and character. The Japanese have a little saying about if you buy a pot or a tea kettle or something, if it doesn't have some sort of imperfection in it, then it's not has no character. It's not really a complete thing. Perfection is quite difficult in Valheim, but I think it is the perfect game. Check this out. We can actually fly inside. That's amazing. Check that out. Very cool stuff. So, hey, the interior looks great. That's really what matters the most. And I think it's a really good use of materials. I got a lot of stuff to clean up from those damn drakes. And, oh, yeah, wolves, too, that keep attacking. Yeah, no kidding. All right, well, anyway, that's it for today's episode, everybody. I appreciate you all tuning in and being patient. I want to work on my tower more and make improvements, and I'll probably do so in future Valheim live streams. So again, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell to see more, and I'll be giving away more Valheim keys on our Discord. So if you haven't joined, check down below in the description. Members, of course, get extra chances to win too for their extra support. But otherwise, I think this is a fantastic build onto the tower. I'm glad I didn't go with stone, and although it seems like it'd be a much better material because it does seem to stack a little bit better, but I'm not going to slight myself in the slightest, slightly, but perhaps, but maybe just a little bit. Although, I will say, this is one hell of a screenshot right there. Amazing. Really cool looking. Alright guys, I'll see you all next time. Take care, thanks for watching, and enjoy Valheim, everyone. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.